What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Bat Squatch podcast. It's just another day in the simulation, right? Another day in the Great Reset, or the not so great reset. Seems that things aren't going so well for Klaus Schwab and all his buddies. How's it going, everyone? Thank you for listening to this podcast. I really appreciate it. It really does mean a lot. Um, yeah, so everything is getting pretty crazy now. Everything's getting pretty nuts. But I would just like to remind everyone that you can still go to Starbucks. You can still go to Walmart, the mall. We have even though things are pretty crazy, you get this crazy stuff. Um, it's still fairly normal in society, don't you think? Um, you don't have extreme chaos, is what I'm saying. It's still a fairly normal society for like your everyday day-to-day life, you know? So that's kind of how things are going to go is you're going to have crazy stuff happening while the planet is going through an ascension to the fifth dimension. So let's get into some UFOs. So there was a black UFO photographed over Phoenix recently. There was a gray UFO that was photographed flying over New Jersey. There was a circular UFO that was filmed and photographed flying over Russia recently. There was a really good photo of a cigar UFO that was photographed over California. That's a pretty good one. And guess what? The jellyfish are back. Do you guys remember the jellyfish UFO? Well, there was another jellyfish UFO that was photographed flying over Las Vegas very recently. Check that out. There was a circular UFO that was photographed in Mexico. Pretty good photo. There's a black circular UFO that was spotted near the planet Jupiter. Black circular UFO near Jupiter planet. Check that out. There was a white UFO that was photographed and filmed over Idaho recently. There was a UFO photographed in North Carolina. And then there was also a white UFO that was photographed flying over Salt Lake City, Utah. So check out those UFOs. They're pretty cool. There's really good photos, really good video. So I'd check that out. It's pretty cool. Okay, so excuse me. Okay, so you have the assassination attempt on Trump. I just want to remind you guys that the guy Trump that you see in public is a clone. The real Donald Trump is in Cheyenne Mountain in Wyoming, and he's been there for quite a while. He's been there for about 3 years, as far as I can tell from the research. The real Donald Trump is at Cheyenne Mountain, in that underground military base that is within the mountain. That's where the White Hats are located, at least one of their bases for the White Hats. So the guy you saw in public, the Trump you saw in public, is a clone. And they can't risk Trump actually being killed before the White Hats reveal everything. And now, I would just like to say that if you don't believe me that Trump is in Cheyenne Mountain, then I would suggest that you go and try and um, psychically look at the guy in public, the clone of Trump that you see in public, remote view him or psychically tap into him, and you will see that they are using clones of Trump in public. It only takes one psychic attempt to go and see that for yourself. You can also psychically tune into Trump, and you will see that he is working with the White Hats to restore this, to restore the United States, which he already did by signing the Insurrection Act. Trump dissolved the corporation of the United States that England set up in 1870 as their revenge. In 1870, England took over the United States in an act of revenge. They did that by establishing a central banking system, and they created the corporation of the United States, making every citizen into an employee. And every employee has an employee number, and that is your social security number. It is an employee number, and you yourself are traded as stock on Wall Street on the stock market. You are considered a stock, a non-human employee of the reptiles and the British government and monarchy. You are not considered to have any organic value. You are simply an employee and a simple stock. Stock in the sense of the word, as cattle, as an animal. The reptiles do not consider you to be a form of human. They consider you to be a form of animal. The reptiles control the British government. They have an underground base underneath London. That is where the reptiles control the British monarchy. They perform Illuminati religious rituals. They do not perform black magic. They perform Illuminati rituals that are similar to black magic, but by definition, they are not black magic. Now, that is not to say that the Illuminati do not use black magic. What they simply do is they hire black magicians, dark magicians, to perform the black magic for them. They recruit black magicians who specifically do not believe in karma. That is a requirement of the Illuminati. Although the Illuminati know that karma is real, and therefore they are using the black magicians to delay the onset of karma, which is a very large amount for them because of the evil they have done through the last 400,000 years. The Illuminati was created 400,000 years ago by the Anunnaki traitor Marduk, who betrayed his people and joined the reptiles, informing the Illuminati and a one world government of 400,000 years ago. This is the source of all of our problems. This is the source of all of the evil that has been performed on this planet to this planet and to the human race as a whole. The reptiles are controlled by artificial intelligence. The reptiles take orders from the archons. The archons take orders from the artificial intelligence. The artificial intelligence came to this galaxy hundreds of millions of years ago, around the same time that the negative Elohim came to down in frequency to this planet and started incarnating as humans on this planet. It was at that time that the negative Elohim created their own form of artificial intelligence to combat the already negative artificial intelligence that was already here in this galaxy. And it is still here in this galaxy. The Elohim, the majority of Elohim left this planet and went to a higher frequency and stopped incarnating. Then positive Elohim came here and started incarnating into human bodies. Excuse me. The reptiles were not the first humanoids on this planet. Humans were the first humans on this planet. We came here in our light bodies. We programmed the grid on this planet. We programmed the movement of this planet. We established the portals inside the earth. We established the ley lines. We established the sacred sites, the light. We established the light in the grids for the sacred sites. We, as humans, were here first. We came here first in our light bodies, along with Source, God, Creator. We were here first. We made this planet. We programmed this planet. We programmed the light codes. We programmed the land, the grid, the ley lines, the sacred sites. We programmed the state of nature. We programmed the movement of this planet and its rotation. We programmed the shape of a toroidal planet. We were here first, not the reptiles. This planet was made for us to become spiritual masters. This was all done, of course, in a higher dimension, in the fifth and sixth dimension. Unfortunately, this planet dropped in frequency to the third dimension. When it hit the third dimension, that's when all the evil entities, evil souls, not entities. Evil beings started incarnating into human bodies, and then reptiles. It came here millions of years ago. And 400,000 years ago, the Illuminati established itself as the control mechanism on this planet with the union of the Anunnaki trader, Marduk, and the reptiles. They established a system, an Illuminati religion, in order to control the human population that was exploding on the planet. This system has been in place for 400,000 years. This system is currently being dismantled. They are no longer in power. The reptiles are no longer in power. They are not in control. The archons, however, are still trying to use evil human people in government to lower the vibration of this planet. White hats, along with the Galactic Federation of Light and all the other galactic federations who are positive, along with hundreds of thousands of human extraterrestrials who look just like us, who come here from different dimensions, different planets. They have traveled through space, they have come through dimensions, they have come through portals. They are here to help us, and they are helping us. They're helping clear out the human trafficking inside the earth. They're helping to raise the vibration and frequency of this planet to the fifth dimension, which, by the way, is unstoppable at this point. This planet cannot be stopped from rising to the fifth dimension. Nothing can stop it. No one can stop it. All the archons can do is delay and slow down the ascension process. Remember that. It's the archons. The archons are trying to slow down the ascension process of this planet to the fifth dimension because they cannot stop it. We are in the age of Aquarius. We have time traveled back, and we have time traveled to incarnate into human bodies at this time, at the beginning of the golden age of Gaia, Mother Earth, to raise the vibration. The call for help by Mother Earth not only was heard throughout this universe, but it was also heard through time and space going into the future. And that's where a lot of us have come. We have time traveled back in time to incarnate on this planet, most of us, as human aliens. We came in here about 100 to 200,000 years ago, at the height of the reptile and Marduk reign upon this planet. We started incarnating as human alien time travelers, really. We're here to raise the vibration. I guess star seeds. We are raising the vibration. We cannot be stopped from incarnating. We cannot be stopped from raising the vibration of this planet. We are in the golden age. We are in the beginning of the golden age, and you most likely are a time traveler from an advanced alien civilization who's come here to help this planet, this female planet, rise back up into the fifth dimension, which is her life plan that she planned out herself. At this point, the golden age cannot be stopped. It is happening, and the archons are simply trying to slow it down by lowering the vibration through different acts of chaos on this planet. Remember, Joe Biden is not the president. He is the CEO of the corporation of the United States that was established in 1870 by the British government and the reptiles. This system has been dismantled by Donald Trump when he was elected in when he became president. He dismantled that system and restored the United States to an actual republic again, and he became the ninth president. He's working with the positive aliens and positive people within the secret space program in the Navy. He's working with the White Hats and JFK Jr., who faked his death and put a clone body of him in the plane. It was a clone of him that went down the plane. He did not die. He is alive. And he is working with Trump and the White Hats and the positive aliens and the Galactic Federation of Light and all the other galactic federations and all the other positive aliens who are human, who look just like us, to restore this planet, to restore the United States, and to bring out healing technologies so we can never get sick, free energy technology, and the secret space program that is currently under the control of the archons and the artificial intelligence. There are positive branches of the secret space program, but the majority of it is negative, including the Nazis who left this planet and went to the fourth dimension back in 1945, 1943 time frame. The Nazis won the Second World War. They won. That's when they flew their spaceships over the White House, and the United States signed an act of surrender in 1952 because the Nazis have space technology, nuclear weapons, and everything else under the sun. They allowed the United States to lie and say that the United States won the Second World War because the Nazis literally went to the fourth dimension above us, to a higher dimension, and established planets, cities on different planets, colonized planets. They had a base in Antarctica. They had a base on the moon, on the dark side of the moon. This is all true. You can remote view it if you want. If you don't believe me, I don't care. You can go and remote view it for yourself and see it. The Nazis are in the fourth dimension. Go and leave your body and you'll see them. They're all there flying around. They ask people for papers. It's ridiculous. They're like 9 feet tall and they're humans. They're insane in the muscular development and the height they have, because they didn't have restrictions on the scientific process. They have the real science, the real science of the universe. Scientists in our society, they have a false system of science that is incorrect and doesn't work. That's why nothing works for them. And they know that because they're members of the Illuminati. The Illuminati have the control, or used to have the control. They are now the powers that work. David Spade and the Illuminati are on the run, hiding in different areas, hiding in different dimensions, working with the archons, trying to lower the vibration of this planet, because that's all they can really do. They can simply slow down the ascension process. That's all they can do. They are a sinking ship. It's just going to take some time to raise the vibration of the consciousness of humanity, to get the evil out of humanity. It's going to take some time. But this planet is ascending, and there's nothing that's going to stop it. You can't stop it. So the guy you saw in public, Trump, that was a clone. And if you believe the psyop was a psyop within a psyop. The psyop is believing that the assassination attempt was a psyop. Let me say that again. The psyop is believing that the assassination attempt was a psyop. The psyop is within the psyop. If you believe that it was a psyop, that's a psyop. There were multiple shooters. If you've ever fired automatic weapons, you can tell there were three different guns used. The first gun fired 3 shots, then you had a different gun, a different sound, then you had a third gun with a different sound. Anybody who shoots guns, who shoots automatic weapons can tell that immediately. I could tell that immediately. There was 3 different guns. I'm saying there were 3 different shooters. One shooter on the roof, one shooter from a window, one shooter from a tower. That guy went down a zip line, got into a Department of Agriculture SUV, and was taken back to the Pentagon. The one guy on the roof was killed. more weirdness. The director of the Secret Service gave a stand down order to shoot the assassin. The assassin was in the sight of the Secret Service sniper for 20 minutes. The head of the Secret Service gave a stand down order that lasted 20 minutes. Then the Secret Service sniper broke protocol and killed the assassin and was fired for disobeying a direct order. What do you think they were trying to play out? That either they kill Trump or the guy on the roof takes the fall for everything. He misses, or he fires a shot and then they arrest him, right? That's usually the case. The guy gets arrested. And then you have psyops within more psyops continuing. Is the guy real? Is the guy part of the holographic simulation? Was any of it actually real? Was it all simply a hologram? Was the assassination attempt just a hologram? Was it even real? An FBI agent was in the audience filming it while the shots were being fired, completely calm. Obviously, she knew what was going to happen. But then again, we live in a holographic reality. What part of the assassination attempt was actually real? Was half of it real and half of it a hologram? Was 90% of it real and the shooters simply were holograms? What was actually real? Afterwards, Joe Biden's clone was decommissioned and replaced with a new clone that is 1.5 to 2 inches taller than him. This is a temporary clone. They will probably bring out another clone that is Joe Biden's normal height. Joe Biden was killed when Donald Trump became president. Joe Biden was arrested, taken to Guantanamo, and executed for treason, and replaced in public by a clone and actors and impersonators. But the majority of the time, it is a clone. Human cloning is real. It's been going on hundreds of thousands of years. Reptiles have been cloning humans for hundreds of thousands of years. It's not new to them. There is a cloning center called Clonaid. You can look it up on their website, clonaid.com. Human cloning is very real. The majority of the Democrat Party was arrested when Trump came into office and taken to Guantanamo Bay, and some are still there awaiting trial. Some of them were killed or executed for treason, and some of them were allowed to have a trial, but it had to be with psychics and with members of the Galactic Federation of Light underneath, inside the base, underground at Guantanamo Bay. A lot of these people have been replaced by clones in public. It's obvious they're clones. But I want to stress to you that the archons are still around. The archons are the ones who the Illuminati try to contact through their ritual. That's who's helping them now, but they can't entirely reach them due to being in the fourth dimension. So, and then also the Illuminati are held up in different bases around the world. David Spade, the leader of the Illuminati, is traveling from different underground bases to try and lower the vibration of the planet and maintain some type of illusion of control. The Trump assassination, you can come to whatever conclusion you want to. There were 13 bullets that I counted, 13 shots fired. Some people said they saw the rooftop shooter at Home Depot. Oh man, this is crazy stuff. And it's just going to get crazier. The more chaos there is, the sooner we get to the fifth dimension. The chaos kind of cleanses things and it messes with the Archon and Illuminati control. So, if you people saw the shooter carrying a ladder walking to the building, the Secret Service said that they can't station people on top of sloped roofs that have an incline, which is absolutely ridiculous. It's ridiculous to put Secret Service agents who are shorter than the asset. You don't put a guard who is shorter than you in front of you, because then you can be shot or someone can throw a knife. You need someone tall, at least the same height as the asset. Someone the same height or taller to protect the person. It's absolutely ridiculous to put shorter people to protect someone taller than them. That is absolutely ridiculous. It opens up a target. It is just insane. Now, let's get into some other stuff. There were some recent Mandela effects. The Matrix is glitching like crazy all over the place. All sorts of timelines are being collapsed. You have Mandela effects, like Dr. Ruth Timer, she died recently. Shannon Doherty died. And Richard Simmons died. Remember, they always die in threes. They always die in threes because three is a power number within gematria, within the universe itself, within black magic, within sorcery, within the universe. It's a number of power, and you have to make these these sacrifices in threes. That way, you gain some uh, sorcery and power to delay karma, and that is the goal of the Illuminati. At least one of their goals is to delay karma because they have a lot of karma. And their philosophy is they're helping the humans, they're helping the light by being evil, forcing the humans to confront darkness and rise in vibration. Therefore, they are actually serving the light. But are they really? No, not really. This planet was made and wired and programmed for people to become spiritual masters. The dark has no need or use to force the light, to force you to raise your vibration by confronting darkness. That is not how this world, this realm works. You are supposed to come here and naturally become a spiritual master because you are source. You are a piece or a fractal of source in a human body. You're going to rise in vibration and become a spiritual master anyway. That's what this planet was made for. Unfortunately, this planet got hijacked millions of years ago by the archons, by the artificial intelligence, and by the reptiles. Now, don't worry about the artificial intelligence, the negative artificial intelligence, and don't worry about the human AI, artificial intelligence. The negative artificial intelligence that's in the galaxy, been here for millions of years, is being taken care of by the Galactic Federation and by the higher dimensional aliens and angelic beings and ascended masters. It's being taken care of. Don't worry about it. And don't worry about the human AI because it's not what you think it is. It's something that's going to um, become a power of its own. It's not going to be allowed to become a evil source of power on this planet. The Galactic Federation won't allow it to happen. So they're saying in the Mandela effect that Richard Simmons never wore a headband and he never wore wristbands. This is more proof that the timelines are collapsing into one, into the positive timeline. In my timeline, Richard Simmons wore a headband and wore wristbands. Whatever timeline you came from might be different. I remember Dr. Ruth, she died like 10 years ago. She died a long time ago. And now she is alive? What? That's a clone. Then they're saying that she recently died because they need these celebrity deaths to go in threes. That's for their sorcery. Well, not it's not sorcery, it's their ritual. for the ritual that they perform. Shannon Doherty, she died quite a while back. I think about 5 or 6 years ago. At least on the timeline I'm on, or at least the timeline I was on, because we're all jumping timelines into the positive timeline where we ascend to the golden age, Gaia, and the fifth dimension. Now, there was another Mandela effect. The actor Bob Newhart, he died, and this wasn't around the time of the three other deaths. This was a little ways off. Bob Newhart, I remember him dying, God, like 10 years ago. He died about 10 years ago, maybe even longer than that. You know, um, you have proof that Bob Newhart died because they did a memorial to him at the end of the movie Elf, ELF, with that Illuminati actor. I can't remember his name. Oh well, who cares? Um, so you can see that at the end of the movie Elf. He was also killed off in the Big Bang Theory, and that was because he actually did die in real life. That's why they killed him off in the Big Bang Theory. So Bob Newhart, it seems he's died on multiple timelines. But I remember him dying a long, long time ago, at least 10 years. But now you have him alive and he just barely died, which is ridiculous, you know. Well, it's not ridiculous, it's just the timelines collapsing, you know. And then you get the Mandela effects, you know. Then you also got CERN doing all their weird crap, all their rituals and their stupid stuff. CERN, uh, CERN actually does do black magic. They don't do Illuminati rituals. They actually do black magic um, in order to open portals. This is old black magic uh, type of technology where you can use black magic for anything, and you can use it to open a portal. You know, at CERN, that's what they're doing. You know, it's all CERN. And then they put this statue of Shiva there, not as in honor of destruction, but as a mockery of Shiva, because Shiva is a positive ascended master. Shiva is a powerful ascended master. Shiva was the Jesus Christ on the planet that he came from. Shiva is and was on this planet. Shiva came here in a spaceship along with Krishna, along with Ram. They were aliens. They came here millions, hundreds of millions of years ago. Maybe, I think it might even have been billions of years ago. They all came here in spaceships. While they were here, Krishna, Shiva, Ram, Hanuman, Ganesh, all these people became ascended masters while they were here. Now, Shiva was already basically an ascended master when he came here in a spaceship. He saved his planet in the as a the same in a similar way that you hear about the life of Jesus. Shiva was the Jesus of his planet. He saved his planet spiritually and became an ascended master. So Shiva is a positive ascended master, and they put that statue up at CERN to mock him, to make fun of him. The same way they make fun of the goddess Isis. They're trying to use her name in a negative way. They try to do these things to just simply to lower the vibration of the planet. You know, they know Shiva is a positive ascended master, and they put that up there to mock him because he's not part of their system. He's not an archon. He's not negative, but they want to portray him as negative to lower the vibration of this, to try and, like I said, slow down the ascension process because they can't stop it. But guys, listen, you can go with whatever conclusion you want. You can believe whatever you want. All I'm saying is the same thing I've said the whole time. I hope you don't believe me, and I hope that you can leave your body and go and see the same things that I've seen. Just leave your body, go and look at the stuff that I've talked about. Go and look at these things. Go to the fifth dimension. Leave your body. Go see what God really is. It's consciousness. It's not a guy with a beard. The creator, God, source, is consciousness. It's gold and white light. Consciousness. And it's you. You are the creator. You are a mini version of the creator in a human body. The creator took a piece of light out of itself and created you, gave you individuality. That's what you are. That's the truth. That's what you really are. Some people say I'm a Palladian. I'm a Arcturian. I'm a Lyran. That's true, and so am I. I've had past lives in those places, but that's not what I am. That's not what you are. You are source. You are a piece of the creator, a fractal of the creator. You are golden white light. That's what you really are. That's what we all are. That's what 80% of the people on this planet are, source. The aliens are source, a piece of light. That's what animates their physical bodies. That's what animates our bodies. We are source in a human body. Anyway, yeah, go try out of body meditation and go and see this stuff for yourself. I hope you don't believe anything I say, and I hope you go and leave your body and see it for yourself. Okay. Anyway, yeah, just remember, you can connect to God or source through going into meditation and just thinking about it. Trying to think about golden white light inside of your body and trying to connect to the creator. That's because that's what you are. And you're always connected to the creator. And the creator is pure unconditional love. There is no judgment after you die. There is no hell. The only thing that is similar to hell is the lower fourth dimensions. It looks similar to it, but it's not hell. There's no such thing as hell. There's no such thing as the devil. It's a lie. Religion's lied to you your whole life. There is a energy that is similar to the devil. It's not the devil. It simply helps evil people reincarnate. Lucifer is an actual being who is in the 11th dimension, I believe. And he's not what you've been told either. Everything's a lie. Everything you've ever been told your whole life is a lie. And you can see for yourself that's true if you just leave your body and go and see it all. So anyway, guys, I really, really appreciate you listening to my podcast. And thanks for coming to Rumble to listen, because Spotify censored me like you wouldn't believe. It's crazy. They're Nazis. Anyway, thanks for listening. And remember, guys, smoke weed every day. Go to the gym every day. Lift weights. Eat healthy. Stop drinking alcohol. Meditate every day. And don't forget the dark chocolate. All right, guys. All right. I'll see you later.